Like most businesses associated with the building industry, paint manufacturers benefited greatly from the federal government stimulus measures implemented at the height of the global financial crisis. But with that public spending now washing through the economy, Australia's last family-owned paint maker is among many in the construction sector preparing for a marked slowdown in building activity.
That first 6 months in the first half of 2009, it was probably one of the more worrying periods that we've had. On a month-by-month basis, we were down 10 or 15% in income terms. So having that occur and then not knowing how long it was going to go for was a very concerning time.
For paint manufacturer Haynes, the federal government stimulus package couldn't have been more welcome.
And being in the construction sector, I think we are lucky that I think when the government do look to stimulate the economy and the multiplier effect they do invest in the construction industry. I don't think we would have liked to consider what it would have been like if we didn't have that support through the public purse.
With 65% of paint in Australia applied by trade, the First Home Owners Grant and the School Building Program quickly boosted the company's turnover.
Ensuring that the public works that were happening, trying to actually increase the percentage of local content that was used in those projects was also very important and gave certainly businesses like us within the industry the opportunity to get our share of work that was available. Through I suppose the latter half of 2009 and the first half of 2010, we've certainly enjoyed a period where we've had strong growth and strong sales.
But the effect of that intervention is fading.
Rather than creating new demand, has more been brought forward, and really then it'll be what is the ongoing demand that's left, considering also that we're now going through from interest rates that were at 20, 30-year lows. The concern is whether the private sector spending is going to come up and take up the slack that's going to be left when the public sector spending has dropped back.
In particular, the stimulus-inspired increase in new homes has hit a wall.
It is starting to drop off now, and probably that can be directly related to the winding back of the supporting First Home Owners Grant. The forecast growth in new homes will be roughly around the 2 to 3% over the coming 12 months to 2 years, so it won't be strong growth.
Pricing competition will increase when a Woolworths joint venture with a US home improvement company opens its doors.
They're going to enter the hardware market beginning in the middle of next year, I suppose, take on Bunnings head-to-head in that hardware market. And no doubt part of that will be the paint market. We've deliberately chosen not to sell it through corporate hardware. So our distributors will continue having a brand that they don't have to worry about showing up in the next corporate hardware catalogue or TV commercial at a discounted price.
Just colour my world. As a small player in the market, Rodney Walton says there's a limit to how much the margins can be clipped.
There's 3 major manufacturers here in Australia that have 90% of the market. So really, if anything, there's probably an overcapacity in regard to supply. So naturally then that it does get competitive in price to actually supply to the trade. There's certain parts of the trade market that we don't compete in. We're not going to get down to competing to the last cent on some cheap product.